I'm Heather with Heather's Cottage School, and today I want to talk about some of the different ways that I use manipulatives to teach addition. So one that I really enjoy doing is just using a simple piece of construction paper and sticking a line with a little plus. And then if I have 2 plus 3, I can use any sort of object, do 2 here, 3 here. Kids often love using food or Skittles. I typically like to use things that I can use over and over again. And so one of the things we use are these little diamonds, and kids really like using those. Another thing we use are bugs. The kids love using bugs as little manipulatives. You can use lizards, you can use any sorts of little shapes, or really any object you have. You can just simply put them on a paper. Another option is you can use a tens grouping chart where you can put some here, squish them together, see how many you have. That works for some kids, especially once they need to start regrouping for tens for bigger numbers. I tend to move towards this, but when they're first starting out, this isn't quite as helpful. Another option we have when they get a little bit further along is using straws in groups of 10, and then you also have ones, and so you can switch them out for tens and ones. That's very helpful. We can also do a number chart, and we have ours color coded for skip counting, so they can use that to skip count as well, or they can just add with it. Another thing we can do is we can just hop forward. So if I have 2 plus 3, I can start on a 2 and I can hop forward 3. 1, 2, 3. That means that 2 plus 3 equals 5. Now, these are all very good options. I have 2 more that I really like to use when my kiddos really need that kinesthetic type of learning. So one of them is I have round circles on my floor, and I have numbers on each of them, and they can hop those numbers just like we did up here on this. They can hop it with their whole bodies to find the number. So that's super helpful, not only for counting by ones, but also counting by tens and fives as well. They love that, especially when it's brand new to them. Then the last one, sometimes they don't want to hop. In fact, after a while, it gets kind of old to them. So I try to switch things up, which is why I have lots of different methods to teach them the same thing to help them with their addition. So last one I want to show is these really nifty blocks. So they come in different colors and they come in groups of 10. And they pick 2 colors of their choice. And then if we have 2 plus 3, 1, 2. Now what I really like about these is they can feel the bumps, they can feel when they're moving down. And so it helps them keep track of where they are and where they're counting. So 1, 2, break it off. These are extra, set them aside. And then I get my 3. 1, 2, 3. Break it off, set the extras aside. Stick them together. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. It gives them a good color, kinesthetic, visual for their addition. Okay, what are you looking at next?
Ooh.
How many green ones do you need?
3, 1. Maybe cayenne. Add the A.
How many green ones do you need? 4. Very good.
1, 2, 3.
Good job. Now how many red ones do you need?
1.
Very good. All right, go ahead and stick them together. How much is 2 and 4? Okay, how much is 4 plus 2?
And 2.
What's next?
5. 4, 5, 2, 1,
What does come after 5?
Good.
Okay, so what's 4 plus 2?
Good.
Very good. Write it down.
Mm.
Good job. Okay, break your blocks apart and do the next one. So that has been super helpful, and I highly recommend that for any students who are kind of struggling with the addition, or if they're not and you just want to introduce it this way, that works great too. I also do have the old school blocks, and these are not as helpful starting out, but they are helpful for later on. So when they're first starting out, I definitely recommend some sort of kinesthetic way, whether, you know, it's with little objects like diamonds, or it's with being able to build the numbers themselves. These are just some ways that I have found that are super helpful for different students with different learning abilities and styles. So what I do is I just try one, and if it's not quite clicking for them, then I try another. And we just keep going through things until it clicks, until they find something that really works for them. And there are times when students will try a different method that isn't as helpful for them. I let them try, we work through it, and then we go back to what works well. Just mixing it up and trying new methods and trying new things to help them understand, because that's the goal. I don't care how they learn it or what method they use, as long as they learn what to do and how to do it. How to get the right answer. That's the goal. If they can get the right answer consistently every time, I'm a happy camper. So I hope this has been helpful, just different methods that you can use throughout your teaching day with your math. And be creative, you know, if there's something that you come up with that's different than this, awesome. There are so many different opportunities and options for teaching students. These are just a few of them. So again, I hope that was helpful. This has been Heather with Heather's Cottage School. And as always, practice makes progress because only Jesus is perfect. I will see you on the next one. God bless.